Hey baby, it's me. For tonight's voice message, I almost said voicemail, but that's not a thing anymore. So, tonight's voice message. I have to keep my voice down though because I'm in the hotel room and my friends are sleeping already. So, I keep wondering what time it is where you are, and then I realize I can just figure out the time difference, but I'm pretty sure it's like the middle of the night where you are. It's only 10 o'clock here, but we're turning in early because we have an early start tomorrow. We're going on a tour of the city, and it's apparently really long and really interesting, so we don't want to be tired. Plus, we kind of stayed out way too late last night, so we're all exhausted. The trip is fun, and I'm glad I went. I mean, how often do you get to go on a trip around the world with your girlfriends? But I miss you. I miss you a lot. Like a lot. One of these days we'll have to be in compatible time zones so we can actually talk instead of just leaving voice messages for each other. But for now, this'll do. We went to a cafe for breakfast this morning, and it was one of those little ones that tourists haven't discovered yet. The concierge at the hotel told us about it. And they had this coffee that didn't taste like coffee. I don't know what the word is in English for it, but it was supposed to be coffee. And I took a sip, and it made me think of when we went to the cottage on the beach 2 years ago, and you went to that little dive coffee shop because it was the only thing open, and you got us those coffees that we're pretty sure somebody put something in. And we both took a sip and kind of looked at each other and went, ooh, do we keep drinking this, or do we dump it and call her a night? And then we played a guessing game for the next hour trying to figure out what was in the coffee. Unfortunately, though, the really sad part of that turned out to be that when we made coffee ourselves in the cottage in the morning, it turned out to be just the water in the area was gross. So we started using bottled water to make our coffee and drink, and ugh. But it was kind of like that. It was like I was expecting a coffee flavor and I got this other flavor, and it made me think of that. I pulled out my phone to call you, but I realized you wouldn't be available. So I just drank the coffee and we went on our way. But that kind of thing keeps happening. I'll see something or I'll experience something and it'll remind me of you, and then I just want to talk to you about it and I can't. I think next week will be a little more compatible, but we're going to, I think it's a museum tomorrow, and I'm so excited. There's a couple of paintings that I want to see that this museum has, but part of me wishes you were with me, because you would get it. If we stopped and looked at them together, I know you would stand there with me for hours, just staring and appreciating the beauty of them. I mean, my friends are great. One of them's an art major, for heaven's sake, so they'll get it, but not the way you do. We'll have to take this trip someday. Just the two of us. We'll have to do all these things. And more. I keep wondering what you're doing at home. I know you're working. You're always working. keep wondering if you've been binging our Netflix shows without me, which is totally fine. If you want to, I can catch up later. I don't mind. I wonder if you're sleeping in the middle of the bed because I'm not there, or if you're sleeping with my pillow. That's what I would do. If our positions were reversed, I would be sleeping with your pillow every single night just because it smelled like you. And I hope that my kitty isn't giving you a hard time, because he's kind of a difficult character. But I appreciate that you're taking care of him for me. Even though you're not a fan. I can see you in my mind's eye, coming in the door from work, putting down your stuff, going to the fridge, getting some water, then going and getting changed into something comfy, looking for your favorite hoodie because that's what you want to wear, but then realizing that I'm wearing it instead, which I have that, by the way. If you're looking for it, I have it. I'm wearing it right now. I took it with me. Sorry. And then settling on the couch and deciding what we're going to do for dinner, because neither one of us felt like cooking. Cuddling until the food arrived. Falling asleep halfway through whatever we decided to watch. Before you, if somebody had told me that that would be my idea of a nice, happy evening, I would have told them they were insane. I would have said that was boring and not at all what I wanted for my life, but I miss it. I miss you. Traveling's great, and having adventures is great, and going out and doing things, but there's something about just being able to be with somebody, you know? Just sharing space with them. Just being excited to see their face at the end of the day. And I don't think I fully appreciated that until I didn't have it. Well, I will not take it for granted ever again. Because I think by the time I come home, I'm not going to leave our apartment for weeks. I'll be so over it. I'm rambling now, but it's because when I leave you these messages, I feel like I'm talking to you, even though I can't hear your voice. I know that you'll be hearing mine. And I'm laying here in the bed in the hotel room, and I'm looking out the window, because I got the one under the window this time. I never get the one under the window, but I got it this time. And the moon is huge. It's not quite full, but it's huge. And I keep thinking that somewhere in the world, you could look up right now and be looking at the exact same moon that I am. Hopefully you're sleeping, but you know what I mean. So that, combined with feeling like I'm talking to you, like I'm telling you things, makes me feel connected to you when I can't be connected to you the way I want to be. Ugh, that's so freaking sappy. Oh my god. Apparently traveling has turned me into a sap. But you know what? I'm okay with it. I'm kind of okay with it. I'm actually totally okay with it. But I hope you'll have a great day when you get up, and I hope you'll think of me a little bit throughout the day. I'll send you some pictures, and hopefully soon we'll be able to connect on the phone. I miss you. I love you. Bye, baby.